Before the eruption, Spirit Lake was a publicly accessed lake. There was lodges and campgrounds, boating, just like any other lake in the Northwest.
Where's Spirit Lake? Is that it over there? I can't believe it.
So when Mount St. Helens blew in 1980, all the landslide debris that came down off the mountain pushed its way into Spirit Lake here. The mud flow that came down essentially took out all the natural outflow of Spirit Lake here. So they realized back in the mid-'80s that they needed a way to drain Spirit Lake to keep the public down low safe. They built this tunnel draining out into the Toutle River Valley. It's about 2 miles long. And now we're here to do some heavy maintenance on it, replace some of the intake gates, and add a couple new gates to the tunnel. This project at Spirit Lake is a continuation of our relationship with the Army Corps of Engineers. We've had a history of working on challenging, unique projects with them. So this project is spread out over the course of 4 seasons. Last year during season 1, it was all about site access. So the first thing we did was set up our crew camp up at Windy Ridge. We're housing about 25 people as we work on the project. And then we began building our access into Spirit Lake. We built our 3.5-mile road from Windy Ridge down to Spirit Lake. Part of that road was navigating 19 stream crossings. 8 of those required temporary bridges like you see behind me. So now we're in season 2. The focus of season 2 is transferring from land to water. So the first thing we did in season 2 is build this barge loading facility you see behind me. Allowed us to bring our crane in here, which then opened up the in-water work. Right now we've got 2 barges out on the lake and we're dredging at the intake. One of the challenges on this project is the floating log mat. Per the project requirements, we can't disturb it or restrain it in any way. So depending on the day, we may have to push through it to get to our work site and then manage it all day during work. When they constructed the intake back in the 80s, a lot of the debris that was formed was just pushed into the lake. And so part of the scope of season 2 is to remove that debris. One barge is physically removing the material from the lake bed. Once that spoils barge is full, we dump it in the center of the lake where it won't interfere with the intake any longer. Season 3 of the project is all about working at the intake. That's where we're going to go in and do some demolition on the current intake head wall. We'll replace the 2 existing vertical slide gates and add 2 more. And season 4 of the project is all about restoration. So everything we put in, as far as the temporary road, has to come back out like we were never there. So that includes restoring grades, restoring native soils, revegetation, and we'll be wrapped up by the end of 2027. So with this project, we're proud to be protecting the communities below Spirit Lake while also being sensitive to this environment here. We recognize this is a once-in-a-lifetime project in a very unique location.